Dr.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking about him. You said he would.
right. He said he had something really good to share. So maybe he'll pop in late. Who knows? It's crazy.
Okay.
He's moving right now too. He's getting ready to move. So there's
Uh,
Caesar. Welcome. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. My name's Angel Falk. I'm the fitness angel and so excited to be sharing with you guys about our detox today. I'm actually in my backyard. It's a little windy, but we have movers inside. We're moving. It's hard to believe after being here 18 years. Hey, Brandy, you made it. Awesome. So, we are going to be talking about our shred detox because we do this every month. It comes up the first Monday of every month. So, it's coming very soon. And I want everybody to know about it because I think everybody could benefit from this. I know I started several years ago. I had, most of you know my story. I'm a brain tumor survivor. I had a 14-hour surgery, had to relearn to walk, talk, swallow everything again. And then it grew back and I had radiation and that got me really, really sick. And that's when my quest for better health started. And I learned that the more plant foods you have, the better off you are because we need those antioxidants and we need to fuel our bodies to fight oxidative stress. And when you do that right, it just helps you in every single way. It gives you a longer life. Um, Less wrinkles, less signs of aging. I know I heard Lydia do a teaching on that. So that was on my head when I saw your face, Lydia. So, it's not just about looking good, but it's about feeling good and lowering your risk for cancer, diabetes, heart disease, every chronic illness, because every chronic illness starts with inflammation. And what we do on the shred is we reduce inflammation. So we eat more plant foods. We flood our bodies with plant foods. Hi, Dr. Odom. Glad you popped in. And we cut out the crap, basically. We cut out anything that causes inflammation: dairy, gluten, alcohol, caffeine, animal products. If you do want animal products, you don't want to let go of that meat and those eggs, those sort of things. We just say eat the cleanest version you can because you are what you eat ate. And a better way to say it is you are what you eat hosts because we're hosting trillions of bacteria and those animals are too. So everything they eat and get in their body, we're actually getting. And that the biggest problem I think is antibiotics. That 80% of antibiotics are in animals. And when you eat that animal, you're getting those antibiotics, which messes your gut health up and messes your immune system up, and your body can't fight those sicknesses. So, what we want to do is reduce inflammation, eat more fruits, vegetables, berries, seeds, nuts. And we have 2 smoothies every day, which are filled with 15 superfoods and the perfect balance of protein and fiber. And fiber is what feeds your gut bacteria to be healthy and have a great immune system. So we do that and we take our Juice Plus every single day, which I do anyway. I started that in April of 2012. It's almost my anniversary, my Juice Plus anniversary. But it's the vegetable blend has broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, garlic, beet, spinach, cabbage, lemon peel, rice bran, and kale. And I just sent out a thing about broccoli and one of the amazing nutrients found in broccoli. We get that in our body every single day. It helps you detox. And then also the fruit blend has apple, peach, cranberry, orange, mango, lemon peel, acerola cherry, pineapple, prune, dates, and beets. So every day you're getting beets. I don't know about you, but I don't eat them very often.
What?
And then our berries,
March,
you're getting raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, Concord grape, black currant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke, and cocoa. I don't eat elderberries every day, but I'm getting them in here, right? And then we have our vegan omegas. These are our latest product. We love, love, love. It's got the perfect balance of 3, 6, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. The perfect balance, all plant-based. So no fishy tastes, no fishy burps. And this is so important for brain health, heart health, skin, hair, nails, everything. I've been hearing a lot more women lately talk about their hair. They want more hair. They want it to grow faster, longer, thicker. all of these nutrients work together, but I think especially the omega. So we take those every day, and that's going to help flush out those toxins. And y'all, toxins bind to fat. Your body, God made us so wonderfully that in order to protect your organs from toxins, you get a little extra fat cushion there. So when you start getting rid of the toxins, the fat will come off. We don't focus on fat loss, but it's going to happen naturally when you start living this healthy lifestyle and adding more of these detoxing nutrients to your body. So I'm going to show a short video, and then I want to hear from Dr. Odom, something else that I know he's going to share. So let me go to the short video on the Shred 10 so you can see the creator, Dr. Mitra Ray, and the Olympic athlete. There we go.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mitra Ray. And I'm Jay Kelly. I have an engineering degree from Cornell and a PhD in biochemistry from Stanford Medical School. I've been studying health for a long time. Initially, I started out by studying degenerative diseases such as cancer and Alzheimer's. But I watched my father suffer from heart disease, and I lost him to a second heart attack, and my mother to Alzheimer's. And I didn't want to go down that path. And I didn't want my children to have to face those kinds of harsh realities either. And I wanted to be as healthy as possible for as long as possible for my children. And I've known Jade since she was 7 years old. And I was lucky enough to grow up in this kind of lifestyle, and I went on to become a 2-sport Division I athlete. After graduating, I became an urban farmer and then realized that I had to figure out, how do I take care of my own health? And part of that healthy lifestyle that I'm talking about included the Juice Plus products and what I learned from Dr. Mitra Ray, that they could be a jumpstart to some other healthy lifestyle changes. We live in such a polluted world that we absolutely cannot eat enough fruits and vegetables to protect ourselves and our family. That's where Juice Plus products really come in, as they are a safe and reliable way to make sure you're getting the additional plant nutrition you need to detoxify these toxins on a daily basis. Juice Plus also acts as a catalyst to help you make other lifestyle changes, such as eating a more plant-strong diet. Using the Juice Plus products, I created the Shred 10 lifestyle for anyone who wants to take their health to the next level. This program is safe and beneficial for all ages, allowing the whole family to join in to create a healthier family. Besides taking Juice Plus capsules and shakes, we want to increase our intake of water, reduce stress, get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and exercise most days of the week. We also want to reduce caffeine and alcohol, eating after 6 p.m., and eating processed foods most of the time. We also want to give up the foods that cause systemic inflammation, hormonal imbalances, and sugar fluctuations. The program provides recipes and support to help you do this. We work together to give up gluten, dairy, and artificial and refined sugars. If you can commit to follow these guidelines even just for a few weeks, you start to feel so good that you want to continue with this program. Over time, you will experience more and more of a difference in how you look and feel. When you do this, even just for a few weeks, let alone a few months, you can enjoy the benefits that others have experienced. Craving more fruits and vegetables, healthier weight, better recovery from workout, improved sleep, increased energy, healthier hair, nails, and skin, improved regularity, and improved mental clarity. One of the most important pieces is the support. Not only will we be shredding alongside you, but we will also add you to our Facebook community, where there will be others who are shredding as well, and you'll find our customer guide that is filled with recipes, tracking guides, shopping lists, inspiration, and all kinds of ideas to help you on your journey. The products are backed by decades of research. They are also affordable and come with a money-back guarantee. I have been taking Juice Plus products for over 25 years. The Shred 10 guidelines are doable, and thousands have benefited from this program around the world. I have been basically living the Shred for almost a decade now. Shred 10 can potentially save you and your family a bundle in healthcare costs, while giving you many more active years of looking and feeling great. And I live the Shred too, because I'm convinced that it is helping improve my athletic performance. So if you want to look better, feel better, have more energy, then talk to the person who sent you this video, and they can help you get started.
Yes, I love everything about it. Everything about it. Dr. Odom, tell us what you love most about the Shred.
Oh, I love the fact that, can you hear me? I love the fact that I am giving my body an opportunity to heal every time I consume Juice Plus in any form. And for 10 days, it is causing me to focus on avoiding those foods that later on I have to worry about detoxing and turning on my detox pathways. And I'd rather just not even have to do that. So I'm trying to eat clean, non-GMO, organic, and certainly trying to grow a lot of that myself. I've got a friend that's an organic farmer. He provides me with great produce, and I know that it's as good as you can get. It's vine ripened, it's grown locally, and it's organic. But our Juice Plus, in my mind, is even better than organic. And when you heard, did you want me to show a visual? You were going to share the screen, or let me be a host or a co-host, or I don't have to. It doesn't matter.
If you'd like to, I just enabled that, so you should be able to share.
Let me see if I can pull up what you asked me to talk about.
I thought everybody needed to hear that.
All right. I'm not sure if I need to go back here and share my screen. Can y'all see this?
Yes, epigenetics. I see it.
Yep. Yep. Well, epigenetics is the study of what causes our genes to turn on and off. And so when you're eating on the shred, what is in the shred that makes it so valuable for you? Well, here's what it is. It's obviously it's fiber, but it's also phytonutrients. And so how about a large pharmaceutical or a agricultural conglomerate that takes what we have in all these foods and then tries to market it. And so that's really what you're getting with Juice Plus in a simplified form. But it is absolutely affordable, as Mitra said. But it's not just phytonutrients and antioxidants. It's not just fiber. But in order for your detoxification pathways to function, they need methyl groups. And so where are we going to get these methyl groups? And if these large companies, pharmaceutical especially, if they could patent a medicine that sends you methyl groups and allows you your methylation pathways to function normally, they would do it in a heartbeat, and you would pay a lot of money for it. So these methyl groups are found primarily in nature, in fruits and vegetables and berries. How convenient and how nice for all of us that have been doing this for years. So methylation is, well, a methyl group is carbon and 3 hydrogens. It's CH3. And it's what makes the folate that we find in nature. It's what we make it an active folate. When it becomes a methyl folate, then we can use it, and it's usable almost immediately when that happens. So even people that have the MTHFR gene, which typically will allow you to function at a 30 to 70 degree reduction in your ability to methylate, even if you have that gene, you can eat really healthy and it will not affect you, or it will affect you minimally. It should not affect your pregnancy if you're trying to conceive. And it hopefully would not cause you to have any of these over 200 processes that begin with this methylation. So just another tool in your toolbox, another piece of the puzzle that Juice Plus provides that we don't even talk about, that are found in our plant foods. And I'm going to go to the next slide. Well, I thought it was. Hang on. Okay, this is the gene I'm talking about. This is what everybody wants to hear. And these methyl groups are protective for your DNA. And we have 4 studies that show that DNA damage is lessened and repair is enhanced in a young population. I think there's about a 44% reduction in DNA strand breakage, which lead to mutation, which leads to cancer. And then that's in the young population. In a middle-aged population, it's a 10 to 12% reduction, but in an elderly population, even smokers, there is a significant reduction, like 66% reduction in strand breakage. Can you imagine? These are smokers. A lot of these elderly people are smokers. So that is how we can lower the likelihood of you having a glitch in your DNA or a variant or a mutation. And so that's what methylation will do for you. So I'll stop there and see if anybody has a question about that, unless you want me to talk about something else.
I love hearing that, because if somebody has cancer or they have the DNA, like the gene, if they have that, we can actually turn that off by adding more of this Mediterranean diet, really the fruits, vegetables, berries, especially the leafy greens. Is that what I hear you saying?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was just marveling at you read my mind. That's exactly what it's doing.
Right.
And because there's another whole emerging science today, and it's called Nutrigenomics, and it's the role that nutrition plays to turn these genes on or turn them off. And we want to turn on protective, healthy genes, and we want to turn off destructive genes that are not beneficial for us. And I know that y'all all know and could probably recite the Newcastle study that was published in 2017 in February. And it showed that over 1,600 genes were affected by Juice Plus in a short period of time, just a matter of weeks. And there were over 1,100 genes, protective genes, that were turned on. And there were 486 genes that were turned off.
And that is with Juice Plus.
That is just from the effects of Juice Plus. And these genes that were turned on and off were genes, or are genes, that are involved in the inflammatory pathway. So we all know that chronic inflammation is the common denominator for all chronic disease, whether it's cancer, stroke, heart disease, cardiovascular, diabetes, all those myriad of diseases that fall under autoimmunes, but arthritis, lupus, just virtually every chronic disease is affected. So we want to turn those breast cancer genes off, and we want to turn on the breast cancer protective genes. And that's what happens when you eat real food that has real nutrients, real nutrition, and not fake food, processed food, calories, as Mitra said, sugar and artificial sugar, sugar substitutes, gluten and dairy. Those are foods that contribute to inflammation, not foods that turn them off.
Dr. Odom, I have a quick question for you. On the last item on your slide right now, the folic acid, I just wanted to understand what it means. Are you saying the folic acid is good or bad?
I'm saying folic acid is not what we used to think it was. You want me to pull that slide back up?
No, you have it right
We're
there.
looking at it now.
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I minimized it. Anyway, it says that folic acid is not the answer. Folate that is methylated, methylfolate, is what you're looking for.
Oh,
and there are foods that are fortified, cereals and grains and breads and pastas that are fortified with folic acid, and that was regulated by law, and that was began in the late 1990s. And when you have too much folic acid, what happens is the folic acid fills those receptor sites on every one of your cells. And so if there's too much folic acid, you don't get enough folate in your cells to be methylated.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So
But it does.
that's
Okay, but I think I read the folic acid helps clear artery blockages. So if you have high blood pressure, that might help also.
well, don't let me confuse you.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with folic acid. We can
Okay.
actually, we have the ability, humans have the ability to break down folic acid in a usable form, the active form, which is methylfolate. You have to dance through a lot of different hoops to get there. It takes a lot of energy. There's a lot better way to do that, and that is to eat foliage, eat green leafy foods. That is the answer. If you aren't doing that, folic acid may play a part. But if you eat nothing but breads and processed food and you get too much folic acid, even if you're eating real food, plant food, whole food, well then you'll compete for those receptor sites.
Okay, gotcha. So, question for Angel.
Sure.
I just wanted to understand more about how you practice the Shred 10. I guess I heard that you have to do it in combination with the complete. And if so, do you do the complete in the morning with your capsules, or do you do just capsules in the morning and complete in the afternoon, or substitute?
Yeah, I'll be happy to share my kind of a day in the shred.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. Can y'all see me up in the corner?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I can see you now. What my typical day is, I like to incorporate intermittent fasting, which we suggest everyone starts with at least 12 hours of no sleep, not no sleeping, but no eating. Give your digestive system a break. So now I can go much longer because I've been doing it a while. So the way I do it is I wake up in the morning. I may have some black coffee. We're not supposed to have coffee. That's one thing I've not completely 100% given up, but no creamers, no sugars, no artificial sugars, none of that mess. And I try to drink water. Sometimes I'll add a little apple cider vinegar or just a little lemon juice, but I really want to drink a lot of water in the morning. And then I work out. And then after I work out, I have my complete, there you go. After I work out, I have my complete smoothie. This is the vanilla. And we have an excellent video on all the ingredients and how they help you detox. But I have one of those in the morning, or sometimes it's afternoon around 12 or 1. And then I take my capsules. And that, to me, that just feels so good. If I start out my day with having my quiet time, meditation, prayer, that sort of thing, and then I jump into my exercise, and then I fuel my body with all these plant foods, I just feel like I'm healing myself. Like it's a Pac-Man eating away all the bad things, all the free radicals, all those things. So that's what I do. And then a couple hours later, I'll have another smoothie. We have chocolate and we have vanilla. I love both. And I like to load my smoothies up as well. Some people just mix them with water. I like to add unsweetened almond milk. I know I have my green one too. And we are using throwaway dishes right now because all the dishes are packed. But anyway, this morning I had vanilla with an avocado, a big handful of spinach, and some blueberries. And it's delicious and it's filling and it's healing my body. So I have one around 12 or 1 o'clock, another smoothie around 3 o'clock, and then I try to eat dinner around 5. And I try to eat mostly plants. I'm not perfect, but there are many days where I just eat vegan. And I feel the best that way, really. But if I do eat meat, I make sure, I don't eat shrimp and I don't eat pork. Those are 2 things I will not eat. But if I eat beef or chicken, I just make sure it's organic, grass-fed, no antibiotics, no hormones, because that's what's going to mess up your gut. And I like my wild salmon. But just try not to get any farm-raised fish because that's full of toxins. Yep. So that's kind of a day and what I eat and what I do. And if I'm hungry, we have a shred guide with a shopping list and a list of well, there's meals, recipes, and snacks. So for those just starting out, they may need more, more snacks. And if you're pregnant, you're going to need more calories. And if you're nursing, you're going to need more calories. If you're an athlete burning thousands of calories a day, you're going to need more calories. But you can have things like hummus and raw veggies, maybe an apple and some nuts. Those are good to have those healthy fats. With the fruit, it helps the sugar absorb more slowly into your body. So that's kind of a life in a shred for me.
Okay. Okay. And you do it for 10 days every month? Is that
I
it?
do it about 90% of my life. Okay.
So you're shredding all the time.
I'm really, it's a life, it's a lifestyle.
Oh,
But when I started, when I
Mhm.
first started, I did it for 30 days.
Oh, okay.
I did it for 30 days to get me on track and get my body healthy because I'm, fighting sickness here. So now I just say 10 days extra strict. And then the other 20 days of the month, I may not be perfect, but
Okay.
I know this is what's going to keep me healthy. So
Gotcha.
yeah, I do take my Juice Plus every day without a doubt, every day. And my smoothies, I may drink one a day, I may drink two a day. But during the shred, I try to go for two a day.
Okay. So part of the shredding is to do the fasting, like since midnight or, after you go to bed, I guess. You fast
Right.
until,
You start your fasting about, they recommend 3 to 4 hours before you go to sleep.
uh-huh.
Because if you're snacking at night before bed, your digestive system's still working.
Yeah.
And that is what causes that oxidative stress. So
Okay.
you want to give it a break and you'll sleep better.
Mhm.
And you wake up with more focus and more energy and you start burning fat for fuel instead of burning sugar.
Okay.
Because
And
really
you
everything
fast.
you eat pretty much turns to sugar. Am I right? I've got 2 nutritionists on here and a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's better just to not eat. And when a lot of people, that was one of the biggest things I struggled with, well, and coffee. But before going to bed, I want a snack, especially if you're a busy mama. I got all the kids put to bed, you're getting in front of the TV and you just want a little snack. So what I started doing was having either hot tea, decaf hot tea. My favorite is sleepy time at night, so help me go to
Yeah.
sleep, or warm water with lemon. But yeah, if you can stop eating at night, go to bed early, read a book, get a good night of sleep, you wake up feeling so much better. And most of the time people can fast 12 hours. If you stop eating at 6 at night, wake up at 6 in the morning, have a smoothie, most people can do that. It's really cool when you can stop eating at 6 at night and then not eat until 12 or 1 the next day. You really start feeling your best.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for asking.
Yes.
I see Isa joined us. Hi. Dr. Odom, did you have anything else to add?
I'll just add one or two things, but that was a great explanation. Good for you. Barbara, jump in here. I know you've got some thoughts go running around your head too. For me, one of the biggest benefits, and we don't even call it intermittent fasting, but with the shred, Mitra just says don't eat after 6, and most people aren't going to wake up at 4, 5, or 6 and eat. So
Right.
whenever you get up, maybe have your coffee if you have to have it. But if you eat your first meal later in the day, well, then you are intermittent fasting by definition, if it's longer than 12 hours. And the longer that you're not eating, there are a lot of good things that happen, but there's one in particular, it's called reading my mind. Do y'all know what the biggest benefit of intermittent fasting of 16, 18 hours or even longer?
I like autophagy.
All right. So what is happening at that point?
That's when your old unhealthy cells are dying.
And
So
they're being replaced by
new healthy young cells.
and some of those can be called stem cells.
Yes.
So all of us would love to have an injection of stem cells. There are a lot of people that have cancer that get bone marrow stem cell. And so you can do it naturally by just not eating. And
Really?
there's no question
That's
in my mind that I can think better. I have less of that brain fog when my stomach is not full. So if I'm
Right.
doing a talk and it's a significant talk. I really don't like to eat much at all that day, and certainly not within 4 to 6 hours.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, the first person who ever told me about fasting, well, I knew about fasting because the Bible tells us to fast. I mean, it's biblical. God tells us to fast. I believe for spiritual reasons, you can be more focused in your prayer life. But also my neurosurgeon told me that he fasts. That he and his wife, who's a heart surgeon, that they both fast for health benefits. So that's kind of how I first really started learning about it. I thought that was interesting.
Wow. That's just the first time I've heard of it.
Yeah. Well, we learn
That's
something new
awesome.
every day.
That's right.
What were you going to say is your favorite part, Barbara? Oh, you got muted out. I think you're muted.
I think I was not muted.
Yeah,
Well,
there you go.
my favorite part, or I was just going to say, one way to think of what I was taught is if you have food in your stomach, you have to digest. That comes first. That's before anything else. So when you eat, you stop the autophagy. So when you spend that time without food, it gives your body a chance to accomplish that. So if we're always full, every time we get hungry, we put something in our mouth, we're stopping that process that's so important for repair and healing.
Yeah. It's good. That's why you look so young and beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Lydia Kopika, do you want to add anything? And for those that don't know, Barbara and Lydia are both nutritionists. She might be busy. Oh, there you are.
Oh my gosh, can you see me? Hi. Hi, everybody.
Yes, you have a jacket on.
Well, it's like 70 here, but it's really breezy. So and Charlie's painting, so we have the windows and doors open. But
Cool.
no, I just think my favorite part of the Shred, the program itself, is that it's what we learn along the way, because we could take those tidbits and incorporate them into our life every day. So it doesn't even have to be, we try to be strict for 10 days, but little by little, we start incorporating those things into our daily life.
Mhm.
And so I think it's that learning process that's the most important thing for the Shred.
Yeah, that's true.
you probably said it. I don't remember, but you were asking Caesar about complete and about whether that's part of the Shred. And
yes.
in fact, the way that Mitra, Dr. Ray designed this, you would do 2 smoothies. You would use complete twice a day.
Okay.
And that could be after a workout. It could be pre-workout. It could be your breakfast. It could be breakfast and your evening meal. But it's fiber. It's fiber, and we are lacking in fiber. We're not feeding our good bacteria, and when you're doubling up with that, and especially what you put in yours and what I put in mine, Angel, it's a whole lot more than just the fiber that happens to come with the scoop each time. There's whatever else you're adding to that's more fiber, more fiber, more fiber. And you can't overdose. You cannot overdose on natural fiber. You can on Metamucil. You can on these artificial things that have no real nutritional value. It is fiber, so I'll give it that, but it doesn't carry the same punch that eating real fiber from real food does.
Okay. What about maybe taking some fiber capsules to just help digestion?
All right. Well, you weren't listening, because I just said that.
Oh, okay.
Don't eat just fiber in a capsule that's just fiber unless it comes from real plants.
Gotcha.
And not something like psyllium seed, which is what most of them are, because there are no phyto or minimal phytonutrients in there. It is fiber, but eat the fiber that has phytonutrients. Those colorful plants, the ones that have some taste, the ones that you want to eat. Who wants to eat all their food in a capsule? So Juice Plus just fills in what we're not getting.
Yeah. Well, it saves time. You don't have to cook anything.
Okay.
Well,
Right. I heard.
you're describing, the the life that we live. You know, we're in a very fast world.
You're right. You're right. Busy, busy, busy people. Maybe we're
That's
too
right.
busy to stop long enough to eat real food.
That's
So
right.
Well, I
But
was
we're
gonna
doing the
say,
capsules.
triple your Juice Plus.
That's right.
yes.
Well, we're doing the Juice Plus, but sometimes still it doesn't work. So that was kind of the line of my question. So I do, you know, I do the complete in the morning with the capsules, and some days, you know, digestion doesn't really happen until you do the extra fiber in capsules.
Well, here's another suggestion. When you're
Mhm.
making your smoothie and
Mhm.
you're throwing that teaspoon in, that scoop, put in 2 scoops. Put in a scoop and a half. Just
Okay.
put in more.
Okay.
As long as you're drinking enough liquid, especially water, so
Mhm.
you don't get constipated. But people
Right.
that eat too much fiber by itself and not enough water, that's not a good combination.
Is ginger something that brings in more fibers? Ginger.
Well, ginger's a food. All foods will have some fiber. Ginger tends to settle down the GI system. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it comes in a ginger ale or something like that. I wouldn't.
Yeah. That wouldn't do that. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Well, thank
Yeah,
you.
well, we better wrap this call up. We've already gone over time, but we have a great Caesar 23-minute video that I think you need to see. It's in our private group. And for those that don't know about our private group, we are always sharing recipes. I have all these great recipes the company sends us. So I'll be putting more recipes in our private group to help you on your journey, because it's an everyday thing. It's making
Yeah.
the small changes every day, every day. So I love our community because we cheer each other on, we support each other, sharing all the wonderful free resources. So I always like to wrap up the call with giving you 3 options. Number 1, you want more resources, you want more education, you need to learn a little bit more. We've got those. 2, you're ready to start Juice Plus today. Get started, and you can sponsor your child or grandchild or a child that's important to you to get complimentary fruits and veggies as long as you're a customer up to 4 years. And then number 3 is join our mission. Join our mission and share with others. We have Zoom, we have Facebook events, we call people, we text people, whatever way works for you. We're here to help you and support you. And we have tons of free resources. And to have your own website and your own virtual franchise, it's only $52 a year. When I tell people that, they're like, what? Yes, so it's very good way. And the company will pay you to help others to spread this message. And that's what we want to do. We want to lock arms with as many people as we can and let them know about what we have.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Dr. Odom.
Thank you,
Yes.
Angel. Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you,
Barbara.
Dr. Odom.
Yeah, thank you, Barbara. Thanks for sharing. Thanks, Caesar. Bye.
Thanks, Caesar, for being on. Yeah.
Yes.
y'all.
We'll see ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Everybody have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.